We who are here today, and to those who will carry that faith in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, John Spellman. Ladies and gentlemen, the King County Executive.
The Kingdome has come. Its arrival was mandated by the citizens of King County on Election Day, February 13th, 1968. Nearly 4 years later, County Executive John Spellman and County Council President Bob Dunn pulled the first spike as work began to clear railroad tracks from the stadium site. Years of planning began to materialize. Then on the evening of March 27th, 1976, the dream became a reality. It was a night to remember. Colorful dedication ceremonies, pageantry, music. Gone are the huge cranes and heavy equipment. Now, instead, it was time for gaily colored vehicles, costume celebrities. The stadium motto had been, "There is a time." The time was now. Completion of the dome meant the arrival of Major League sports. First on the scene was professional soccer.
It is possible to play soccer in the Dome Stadium because of the fact that it is a well-maintained facility, one that isn't going to have high overhead costs for each day of the game, just to make the point.
But if someone had said to me the Sounders 2 years hence would be signing a long-term lease to play in a 60,000-plus seat stadium, the Kingdome, I would have said, you've got to be out in the tree.
Try to get the Chicago White Sox. And on December the 3rd, we thought we had a pretty good shot at it. The following week...
The voice is Seattle radio executive Lester Smith. Along with movie and television star Danny Kaye, he heads a group seeking the return of Major League Baseball.
San Francisco Giants to Seattle. And unfortunately, it hasn't worked to our benefit.
The stadium gets a home plate, but not much encouragement from American League President Lee MacPhail.
I would like to be able to be here with you today and say that we had everything all wrapped up and everything was in place. Unfortunately, I can't do that.
Baseball returns to Seattle and the Pacific Northwest. Like their predecessors, the Seattle Pilots, the new team is an expansion franchise. Unlike the 1969 Pilots, who floundered after one season, the Mariners have financial substance and a place to play where it will never rain.
Thank you, Hugh. I think, looking out in the audience, I see the reason why we have football here and why we have a stadium here and why we will be an outstanding sports center in years to come. And that's the people of this area who obviously are here at this luncheon and will be there in the stadium and will be there in the stands watching the football opening. That's the secret of the Puget Sound area. We've got people who are really enthusiastic. Each time we have taken on a new endeavor, we have exceeded our fondest hopes. And I think this is just one more example. So I look forward to being there with you when they kick that first football and setting our goals even higher. Thank you.
Part of history in the making.
Scott is a 30-year-old gay male who is testing for HIV for the first time. Last week, during the pre-test counseling session, he disclosed the following history. Scott presented for testing because he had recently learned that a former sexual partner is HIV positive. Scott first became sexually active with male partners 6 years ago following a divorce. He has been in a primary relationship with his current male partner for the past 3 years. In addition to his male partner, Scott also has sex with occasional anonymous partners. For the past 2 years, Scott has practiced only safe sex with all of his partners. Scott's primary partner has not tested for HIV and is not certain that he wants to. However, he does know that Scott is testing. Scott feels healthy and complains of no symptoms. He has a history of some transient depression, but has never had the need for medical treatment for that depression. Scott does not use recreational drugs, but does drink about 2 ounces of alcohol a day and 5 to 6 ounces on Fridays. He does not consider alcohol to be a problem. Scott is employed but does not have health insurance. His social support consists of his primary partner, his sister, and some friends. He thinks that his parents would be marginally supportive if he were to become HIV positive. Scott also has a bad relationship with his ex-wife, but a good relationship with his 9-year-old daughter who he sees on weekends. The counselor has called Scott from the waiting room and is about to present the test results.